Is this on YouTube?
Looking at Google to ways to make money.
But this is just us just talking. We're not even gonna be really like talking, looking much at the comments, really.
Well, I mean,
this is us just talking.
We all just sell online for the most part. Whether we all sell different things, but for the most part, we just sell online stuff that we don't actually own. So that's pretty much the general statement of what everyone in this room does. If you're ever wondering. I don't know. I got started because I had to pay rent. So how'd you guys get started? Anyone?
I was broke.
Same, fam.
Does this work?
Make sure you speak the mic.
Oh, okay. Why'd you get started?
I was broke.
Like broke or like broke? Because you know, there's like broke, like I can't go out this weekend, and then there's like broke, like bro, I ain't got no place to stay. What you doing tonight, broke?
I was broke to the point where it's like, I want more. I want more for myself. Definitely broke to the point where it's like, maybe like $1,000 in the bank now, bro. Which is broke.
Oh, that must have been nice. I was like negative.
Less than 50 to my name.
I was negative. I had a negative bank.
I just started out with a small loan from my dad of $8 million, unfortunately.
Yeah, my bank account was negative, but my dad fixed it, so I got to start at zero. That was kind of cool, you know.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, so for those of you guys that are watching this live right now, pretty much we're gonna just do a freestyle podcast. We're gonna kind of forget the cameras in here. We're just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna chat. We've been chatting it up, going on and off, roasting each other, having fun, laughing, talking business all day, networking. So it's gonna be that same exact vibe what we've been doing off camera, but we're gonna be doing it on camera. But the goal with us is to forget the cameras going. Let's just kind of talk. Let's just kind of chat. Really, none of us have really known each other that long or that well. So I think we just really should just fucking get to know each other, ask each other like if we're in a circle and us five just really like by the end of this conversation, really want to get to know each other and talk about like shit that we experience with e-commerce or with making money or whatever it is. Like we should try like by the end of it, we should be like, yeah, we're all on the same page, we're all on the same wavelength. Because I think that's when the people listening to this be like, you know, kind of experience what it feels like to be in a higher level conversation. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, buddy.
So yeah, if you guys are tuning in right now, drop a comment. Let me know if you guys are fired up and excited. And that's the last time I'm gonna tell them to comment.
Did anybody go to college?
Yeah, I went to Rutgers for 2 years and then dropped out.
Yeah,
What about you guys?
I went to college. I dropped out with like 6 credits left.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
So
You know, last year?
yeah, I had literally 6 credits left, man. You know, like that Drake song go like, dropped out, 6 credits left. My mama had a saddest day. It's only up from here, man. So I told
So
my
you heard the
mom.
song, you know, drop out.
Would you ever go back?
Nah, but that's only. Would I go back? No.
You would never just get the one class. It's literally one class.
For me, I just believe it's no point. Like I just know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going.
That makes your mom happy.
Well, she's happy now.
Now.
She wasn't at first, but you know now that you know I could put $100,000 to her mortgage and pretty much pay every month. Now I support her in that way. She's cool with the decision.
Did y'all have student loans though when you dropped out?
I got lucky. I'm from a pretty middle class family, so my parents paid off the first year.
Yeah.
And then the second year where I dropped out, I paid that because I felt bad. But
Because I felt bad.
yeah, I got lucky, I guess.
Nice.
Well, why do you guys both drop out? Sorry with you, Dan.
Man,
You was almost done. Like, you started making money when you dropped out? Or why did you drop out?
no, man, when I dropped out, I wasn't making money. I wasn't making money at all. So I was actually running track. So I was on like a track scholarship. And like at the time, and I think I still do, like
Were you fast enough to go pro?
I was like bored. It was like the track is like that next level there. So it was like.
Wait, he was a runner?
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be throwing for sure, bro. He was kind of big.
No, I ran like a 10-2.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what'd you run? What was your event?
Yeah, 100 meter. I ran 10-2.
Oh,
So you were a sprinter.
Yeah, sprinter. Yeah. So
Okay.
I was really good, but that next step was like right there. So it was like it's like teetering on like pro level.
Right.
But I looked at the income for pro and realized
I was gonna say track runners don't make no
they
money.
don't make money. So I'm like, wow, I'm going down this path really for no, like this is not where I want to go.
Yeah.
You know, everyone is telling me like, Jeff, you know, you're throwing everything away. You got a full scholarship. You know, you're about damn near ready to go pro. What are you doing? Right? Why are you throwing all this away? Just finish. And I'm like, man, no, that's not what I want. So I kind of dropped out, prayed to God for a solution, you know, and just started hustling. Because my faith in God and whatever you believe in is so strong that I knew He was going to figure out a way for me. I didn't know.
When was this?
This was my last, in school, in college.
How many years ago?
It was 2000, graduated high school in 2012. So this was probably like 2016. What year is it now? 2018?
Yeah.
It's probably the beginning of 2016.
Jeez, we were so close.
Yeah.
But it's true though, track runners, they only get paid twice a year. And they get paid pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, pennies on the
pro.
That's when I graduated high school, bro.
Yeah. So I'm like, man, you know, this isn't for me. You know, coaches were pissed off. Teammates were talking shit. The same teammates that are DMing me asking for help was the same ones that was talking shit. I can go on my DMs now. The same ones that was bashing me. Boom, boom, boom. You know, all that. You know, they in my DMs, you know, saying, Jeff, you know, what do you do, man? How do I get started? You know, so that's just how it goes, man. You know, sometimes when you gotta just do you. You gotta go where your heart is telling you to go.
Yeah.
And not what other humans tell you to go. It's something deeper inside of everybody.
Do you guys help people from your high school? Because I be leaving them on scene. I be feeling I'm not gonna lie, like I just be like, you didn't give me the homework. I had to take the bus home.
You didn't let me cheat off your test.
You didn't let me cheat. You didn't cover my shift when I was broke. Like I had to take the bus home. Like, bro, you can stay at Applebee's.
You know, I tried to help, people I knew back then, like a little bit. But then I just started realizing the same trend over and over and over. Is that the only reason they want help is not really because they're really actually deserving and hungry. It's just because they see what I'm doing, they just want to do it. But they're not actually intrinsically motivated to really decide to do it. You know, they're too comfortable doing what they're doing. One of my buddies, his name's Alex. He fucking made this post on Instagram the other day and it really fucking hit me. It was like 3 times people. He's like the first person is somebody who's like, yo, Josh, JetSet, I need to be successful. I need to be rich. I need your help. The second time person are the oneers. He's like, JetSet, I want to be rich. JetSet, I want to live your lifestyle. I want to do this. And he's like, the third time person are deservers. He's like, the deservers, they don't say shit. They just put in the work and they actually deserve to be rich. They actually deserve to
They just send you the screenshot in your DM.
And they deserve and they get everything that they should get.
Yeah. They don't need no convincing.
Yeah. No, they either ask where do I pay, or they send you a screenshot of look, I've gotten this far. How do I get to the next step?
Right. Yeah, they're just doing it. They don't need to be desperate. They don't sound desperate. They're not looking and for example, they just know hey, here's where I want to be. Here's where I am. Here's what I need to do to get there. And so the people from my high school and shit that used to me up, they're not deservers. They're kind of more the wanters. They just kind of want it, right? They're not actually desperate.
We want to go to Cabo.
They just want it, And so I just feel like it's kind of I don't even waste my time anymore, dude. It's either you're in or you're out. That's it.
I feel it. What would you say is the most seeing question that you see every single day? Because I feel like it's always what do you even do?
Yeah, I'd probably say that's the most common one for me, but especially because I do so much traveling, cars, jewelry. So it's bro, are you a rapper? Are you an entrepreneur? You're an influencer? What do you actually even do? You're just a cool guy that lives a cool lifestyle. What do you actually do? You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's probably the most common one. And I'm just here's my JoshKingMadrid.com. Or go listen to my podcast. You know what I mean? I used to I'm an entrepreneur, I got this business, and now I'm just so lazy. I'm
Yo, when I started, I didn't have bread, so I stole the stop signs off the street, and I sold them back to the county.
What?
It's a felony, I found out.
Yeah, why would they buy it though?
Because they need them. They're stop signs. They're their stop signs.
Why didn't they arrest you?
Because I told them I found them. And I'm 2 inches tall, and oh, she's so little. Yeah, I found these stop signs. Even with my wrench in my car.
Where you used to live? Where were you from?
I was from Orlando, so it was a pretty upscale area. So sometimes.
So Orlando police, if you're watching this right now, you guys
literally that, or I'd buy a case of water from the dollar store, and I'd wait till it was really hot, and I'd stand on the bike trail and I'd sell it for $5. Because I knew they were thirsty. Because I knew they're thirsty. You ain't got no water, ain't no concession stand. It's just me. Monopoly, $5. Like,
So hey, well,
where'd
you dropped
y'all
out
get
of
the
school
money?
on Rutgers. Why did you drop out?
Oh yeah, so I dropped out beginning of sophomore year.
Do the audience know? Do you have any? Had you introduce himself properly?
So we just met not too long ago. What's your rundown, bro? Like you guys haven't talked to me, huh?
Just for a couple minutes.
What's your rundown, bro? So people kind of like tell this guy who you are, bro.
What's up, bro? I'm Sean Kelly.
What's up?
I'm the founder of JerseyChamps. We basically make custom jerseys for celebrities, professional athletes, all types of people. And then we sell jerseys on our retail site as well, from your favorite movies.
You have like a million plus on your page?
Yeah, 1.7 million followers on the Instagram right now.
Little blue check, dude. Little blue check. I'm jealous.
But yeah, anyways, to your question, I dropped out beginning of sophomore year at Rutgers. So I was actually failing. I had a 1.7 GPA. I was never good in school, honestly. Like in high school, I had like a 3.2, just an average student. And then at Rutgers, I just couldn't handle the work balance, social life, and the business because I was going out 2 to 3 days a week on top of running a business like 10 to 15 hours a day.
You go around partying, turning up?
Yeah, drinking and stuff. And then,
were you in Greek life?
No, but I
You just had to turn up.
You gotta go out freshman year.
So
Like,
you're gonna pop bottles with us on Sunday?
yeah. Like you're in college, so you gotta go out. So the first year I basically did that, and then the whole summer I worked my ass off with JerseyChamps. And then when I dropped out, we had about 100,000 in sales, and I just couldn't handle the anxiety I was having between school and work. So
Right.
I was literally collapsing in the hallways during finals.
You're talking about shipping
shit.
orders.
I know that
Just
fucking grind,
everything,
bro.
just
Just like that
anxiety
business
from
as a
trying to
whole.
do both and then trying to have social life.
It's crazy you say that. I failed algebra 4 times.
Wow. Yeah,
I
failed-
just
I
couldn't
failed
How do
both.
you keep taking it?
Because I was like, that, like,
So, yeah.
and I took it with the same
I was
teacher.
kidding.
I didn't get into the business school at Rutgers, so I had to pass like math to get in, and I couldn't. So that was
Yeah.
another reason I dropped out. Like, why would I be learning all these courses that I don't
I
give a
feel
shit
you.
about?
They
So
put you on academic probation?
yeah, so
Is that out here in New Jersey or where's Rutgers?
yeah, it's in New Brunswick, New Jersey. It's
Okay.
one of the biggest colleges in Jersey. So
It's kind of crazy that we make money and we fail math, but we know how to add deposits.
I actually don't. I'd pay somebody to do that.
count.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah.
The notification does not count.
That's crazy.
Where'd y'all find money to start?
I fucking wrecked my car and I use insurance money.
What?
I didn't do it on purpose.
Oh, I'm like,
I went drive my car on the wall real quick.
literally, that's what I was
no.
thinking. Like, I need money.
No, I've been hustling like since like 2nd grade. Like I used to sell beanies wholesale. I would buy them from like I think the site back then was DHK or AliExpress. I don't know. I used to buy wholesale beanies, and literally 2nd grade I started selling them to kids in my school. Then I went and started doing like shutter shades, like when Kanye West brought shutter shades in style. iPod Touch cases when iPod Touches came out. I used to jailbreak people's phones. I used to do custom everybody knows print on demand, right? Like print on demand with clothes.
Yeah.
I used to actually print on demand. I'd go to the store and buy shirts, and I'd buy like those little iron-ons. And I was pretty decent at computers. I was like in 3rd grade, and people would tell me what like design to make. Actually, it's pretty ass, but it's good for 3rd graders. And so I would make the design using like Microsoft Word with the basic shapes and shit.
Wait, what was it called? Paint.
Yeah, and then I print it out. I had to do it in reverse because when you iron it on, it goes reverse.
Right.
And then I iron on the shirts, and I was selling these shirts to kids in my school for like $20. So I did like a bunch of different hustles. 8th grade, I started doing snapbacks, like hats, like literally Mitchell and Ness hats like this. I just got it because it reminded me of high school. And then 9th grade, I was selling fucking chains, gold chains and silver chains. They're plated. I was getting them for like $2 to like $20. And I was selling them from like $80 to like $300.
Wow.
And I fucking bought my first car cash at 15 and a half. Fucking souped it the hell up. At 17, I was like, thought I was the coolest kid in school, bro. Driving the dopest car out of any kid in high school in the whole town.
What car?
It was a Genesis Coupe, but it was like dropped like 7 racks into it, like lower wheels, exhaust
Here's one of
system,
those.
tent, wing. Like,
You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, what do you
I
say?
can see Josh being that guy.
Hey, what guy? What guy?
That guy.
Okay,
but,
Tokyo Drift.
You don't know that guy.
You know I'm that guy I was driving through, But
No, man, but I feel you on
yeah,
that though.
but I was on my way home from basketball practice, and 2 trucks in front of me wrecked, but the guy in front of me never braked. He just hit the car in front of him. So I was getting over and looking over, and the guy in front of me, I see no brake lights, so I'm just, all right, cool. And then all of a sudden, I'm under his car, because my car's low. I'm fucking under his car, dude. Like, it happened so fast.
Wow.
And I was only going like 10 miles per hour, but since my car was lowered, like his car had no damage, but he had a tow hook on the back. So that tow hook just crinkled up my whole front end, dude.
Oh,
and I was cheap. I got shitty insurance. So instead of getting back like 14, 15K like I should, I got like $2,000 back. And I got into the car flipping business, flipped cars, made some money, got scammed. And then,
Got scammed on a car?
Yeah, so the guy, I used to give the guy money and he would buy cars for me because he had a dealer or a wholesale dealer license or whatever, auction license. And then we'd flip the car on Craigslist and then he'd give me the profit.
Yeah.
And I was wondering like, why is he helping me and not taking any cut? You know what I mean? And he kept helping me. And so I give him more and more money from the money I'm making to buy more and more expensive cars. And then I gave him about 5 G's and disappeared. Oh, wow. I never even knew his real name. Everyone just called him Buddha. Wow. And so, and then I found out he's on like the FBI's most wanted list and he's a professional con artist. Wow. And like I found somebody who he scammed, but had a picture of one of his pink slips from one of the cars he bought. And so we got that. We found a bunch of information on him, and like my dad was he knew the county sheriff. So my dad pretty much like threatened him with the county sheriff to be like, yo, like if you don't fucking, cause we had his number, he's like a burner phone. He's like, if you don't like fucking bring back my son's fucking money, like the county sheriff's gonna fucking find you and be this big old investigation. The next day, the fucking money is at my dad's work in fucking an envelope. It's just dropped off. That's an anonymous person. Wow. So I get my fucking money back, learned my lesson, got out of business, and then somehow stumbled across making money online, and the rest is history. So at the time though, I hated my life, dude. I was so sad. Ego all the way up here, wrecked my car. So I was driving my grandpa's old beat up truck, and I was like all the way down here, and I was like, fuck, dude. All my friends were car people, so I couldn't hang out with them no more.
I was gonna say, like, that's right back to school.
Yeah, dude, and I was like a loner, like my last few months of school, like I didn't really do anything except like focus on biz. At the time, I was like, yo, this is like the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Now I'm like, this was definitely the best thing that ever happened to me. So it's crazy.
Yeah. It's incredible. Serious from you.
I don't have like a great history in entrepreneurial life like Josh, but I remember when I was 15, I was going to my hometown in Frankfurt. I was going through the city and I saw like these dope shoes. You probably know like the Rick Owens. That was like dope. My eyes right now, these are ugly as hell. But they cost I think $900.
Damn.
So I was like, damn, I need to get this money because it was on sale.
Wait, you're 15?
Huh?
You're 15?
Yeah, I was
trying to buy $900 shoes. Your foot not even fully grown yet.
Bro, I need to get the shoes as soon as possible because they're on sale for 3 more days. No, I think like 7 days probably. Yeah.
That's just a marketing tactic. I was kidding.
I was 15. I had no idea. So I was like, okay, I need to get this money as quick as possible. So what I was doing is, so that we have an app in Germany. You can buy like clothes, like every clothes you want, like from like used clothes, right? So I bought a bunch of them and sold them on Facebook for high price. It was like these high piece times was starting growing. It was at this time, so I made like quick 1,000 cash in 7 days. I was like, okay, good. That's where I made my first money as being an entrepreneur.
You spent it all on the shoes?
Yeah, I spent all on the shoes. Then, funny thing, I wore them for 1 year, and then I sold them higher for 1,200.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because these are like designer shoes, and they were out of collection. So the next collection, they're like, oh my god, these aren't available anymore. So they paid higher.
Wow.
Damn.
But that was great.
Yeah.
But you just started Ecom like recently, right?
Yeah, in June.
So what was your like story? Like, how did that happen? How the fuck did you scale so fast?
Okay, actually I started drop shipping end of 2016, I think December. So there was a course from, I think his name is Jay Katsu. Do you know him?
Oh,
the Asian guy.
Yeah.
So he had a free course, and I was going through them. I was going through them, and I was like, damn, that could work. And he had like a bunch of different words. Like I had no idea what pixel was, what traffic, anything. I had no idea, right? I was going through and building a store. I had a bunch of products. I was adding like makeup brushes. I was adding like makeup sponge. Like nobody would sell it, right? And then I built a store. Never run ads. Had a girlfriend and did. At the same time, I was building my music career. I was trying to get a music producer.
Yeah, I saw that, bro. I looked at your Instagram and I was like, wait, is this guy an entrepreneur or a fucking rapper, dude?
I mean, I'm both.
Like, you're like all the rappers and shit.
He got two different color do-rags on.
Yeah. He sent me a screenshot of his sales. He's like, yo, man, I'm doing 6 figures a month, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, is this the right kid? Like, is my Instagram glitching?
I used to be a producer. It was my dream to be a producer, like big producer, like Murder Beats, 808 Mafia, like all these big artists and producers. But it didn't work out for me.
Right.
Like, I mean, you have to really work hard for years and years and years and connect with people who sleep on the couch in Atlanta, like really go hard.
Sleep in the studio.
Right, and I was totally down to do it, but I'm from overseas, but I learned a lot and connect a lot just from overseas, like through social media.
Right.
And I saw the power of social media, networking. And I was like, okay, good. I can take all the knowledge that I gained and all the skills that I gained and turn like into a business. And I was like, okay, good. Maybe like it was like May, I got declined. Like I was promised to get a contract from Southside 88 Mafia, and I was so high. It was my like a lifelong dream. And then all of a sudden, they just dipped. They never contacted me back. I called them like several times. Nobody picked up. I was like, okay, fuck it. It's not gonna work for me. Probably God bless me with it. I don't know what could happen, right? Then I saw an ad like dropshipping ad, and I was like, oh yeah, I could start that again. I'm like going serious about that.
Right.
Started, failed for 3 months, 4 months straight. Then yeah, changed my mindset, changed a little bit, adjusted a little bit. Then I made 550,000 in 2 months.
Shit.
That's
awesome.
That's dope.
It's a good story.
That is crazy.
And you're from Germany, right?
I'm from Germany.
Wow. First dropshipper I met from Germany.
Oh,
Right? Yeah, bro. I traveled to Paris recently. I met a few people out there, or people who hit me up from Paris. And even just other people I meet from different countries. I know a few different people who do ecom and make money from different countries. And they'll do well to come fly here to talk to me. I'm like, yo, where I'm from, nobody does this. Where I'm from, what you're doing is like insane. It's like literally like godly. Like they never ever heard of this, dude. Like for us, like there's quite a few people in the U.S. that are doing well, doing good. Like I think, 50 people. I can probably name like 50 people. Or at least think of 50 people who I'm like are in this sort of age demographic, killing it. But like that's in the U.S. Other countries, there's no way they can do that. Where can you find like 50 people in this age demographic who are fucking killing it, making money on social media? Right. It's like
Right.
But it's just different opportunities, different awareness, different and not in terms of like different opportunities. Like hey, like we're more fortunate, but it's just like hey, like everything just kind of tends to be out here. The events are out here, the influencers are out here,
Yeah.
So it's just like it's just different, So like the fact that you're able to do it so well from a different country, like is even like more astonishing because like you're defying more odds. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that's crazy.
But the thing is just because my mind was always in the United States. I think nobody in Germany is watching like YouTube videos in English, and I don't watch any YouTube videos in German.
Right.
Like, that's what I don't listen to German music at all. Like a couple songs, but the main music is English. Music English. I even watch my movies in English.
Right.
So my mindset, I feel like I should be like an American, right?
Right.
So that's why the thing with music, I was always so focused on building a career with American artists.
Right.
So many people offered me, like I got connection like with the biggest labels in Germany, and they offered me, hey, do you want to work for us? You can be our personal producer, and you can make a lot of money. A lot of money as a producer in Germany is not possible. But yeah, they offered me a lot of things, and everything I declined it. It could be like a big opportunity to work in Germany, but it was not my dream. My dream was to live in the United States and make money in the United States, whether it's as a producer or as a business owner. Right. So I was like, okay, good. And that's why I think like I'm probably like, I don't know, I think we got 15 people probably who are making well in dropshipping in Germany.
Right.
But I'm focused on the United States. That's why I never watched any dropshipping videos in German, because I think the way they approach dropshipping is differently than people are doing from the United States.
Right.
That's why I see more money in that, and it's easy for me.
Interesting.
And I feel more comfortable with watching
So
that.
you like, I mean, and then it comes down to you had more input, you absorbed more information, and you learned more things.
Right.
You expanded your mindset to more opportunities.
Right.
Which led to you obviously executing on a different level.
Right, because to be honest, I think like German people, they're too close-minded. They used to focus on the little things, but you can make a lot of money. But when you think globally, internationally, that's why I think like different.
Well, think about it. Think of all the artists that are Spanish and English, and they're dual. They're fucking huge.
Yeah, they're bringing that culture in the U.S. and people in the U.S. are vibing with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Even Drake's doing Spanish songs now.
Yeah. It's just the expansion like just allows so much more. It's crazy.
Right.
It's crazy, dude. So what about you, bro? With your startup? I remember me and you were chatting earlier, and I was saying like, bro, you have like, you're literally probably the king of like networking via DMs. Like, I know there's some other people that claim they're the kings of networking, the DM kings, but no doubt, I think you have the title.
I might have the title right now.
Look, he's showing me his DMs, and it's like blue check, blue check, blue check, blue check, blue check, blue check, everywhere, as far as you can scroll. freaking celebrities? Like, who are some of the biggest like people you got in touch with?
Over DM.
Over DM.
We got Logic.
And what are you doing for people who don't know, like, why you're hitting people up via DMs? Why?
Oh, so yeah, the power of the DM is crazy. You have access to DM any celebrity in the world basically with an Instagram, and people aren't doing it. And if people are doing it, they're doing it wrong. They're just asking for something and not giving something. So basically, I just offer a free custom jersey, and custom products in general are very appealing to people. So you could do it with any product, not just jerseys. But so we do it with jerseys, and artists love having their album on their jersey. They love having their name on a jersey. They love having whatever the fuck they want on a jersey. So we basically make them a custom design through our designers. And my designers love making designs for celebrities, and they do it for free actually, because the celebrity's gonna wear it. So it's just a win-win on my end. All I have to do is front the product cost of the jersey. And then from there, we'll get them to do wholesale or drop ship for them for their sites, like we did with 2 Chainz. So yeah, the power of the DM is...
So what do you do with 2 Chainz?
What's up?
So what do you do with 2 Chainz?
Oh yeah, so with 2 Chainz, we actually got him over email, not DM, but he sold jerseys for his album 2 years ago. It was the Pink album, Pretty Girls Like Trap Music. And we basically put that artwork on the jersey, and then they ordered drop shipping. They sold it for 2 days on their site. They did over 5,000 units. So we ordered that to our shipping facility and then drop shipped all their orders for them. They gave us $7 per order on top of the product cost, so it was good money for both parties.
Damn.
Yeah.
2 days?
Yeah, 2 days. He has a crazy model with the site. He only sells stuff for 2 days usually.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Limited edition model.
So now you just DM everybody like crazy. So like, what are you doing? And like, who are the biggest people like you got in touch with?
Definitely Mark Cuban is the biggest.
Damn.
2 Chainz, Logic. We've pretty much gotten like all the B-list rappers, so we're trying to work our way up to like the A-list guys now, like Chance the Rapper, Drake, Future, all those guys. And then a bunch of professional
What about
athletes.
6ix9ine?
We haven't gotten 6ix9ine yet, and we won't for a while.
Yeah, it's kinda
we've
locked.
gotten a lot of professional athletes, Odell Beckham Jr., Josh Gordon, a bunch of NBA players. So yeah.
NBA players probably love the jerseys, huh?
Yeah, they
probably love them.
Yeah, sick.
And I seen that sometimes people say no. Sometimes they reply say no.
Yeah. I have a story highlight where I show them all, and I always add the ones that say no too, to just stay humble and keep myself motivated.
Who said no?
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
I think I saw one. I saw one that
I've
was
gotten
Rick
a
Ross.
few. Some people have been like, fuck off.
Alright.
You just gotta take the bad with the good. You just gotta take the bad with the good, man.
You blue check spammer.
It's funny.
That's fucking
It happens.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, DMs are very powerful.
Man, I'm just sitting here listening to you, and I'm just like thinking, wow, how powerful that actually really is. I mean, you can get in contact with anybody virtually in the world.
Literally. And
That's crazy.
some of these deals lead to 4 or 5, possibly even 6 figures for certain businesses.
I met every single one of you guys via DMs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Every single one of us met via DMs.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Exactly my point.
Bro.
That's
Actually, it's so
crazy.
powerful, yeah.
So
The reason
powerful.
why I connected with Salsa or FaceTime with Salsa and had a song with him.
Sosa?
Salsa from 808 Mafia, the
Oh,
main
yeah.
producer.
Oh, they're huge. I've DM'd 808 Mafia.
Huh?
I've DM'd 808
Oh,
Mafia.
for real?
They responded,
Yeah, so
They didn't?
They did respond.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So yeah, my approach on getting big artists was like, okay, if you can approach or getting contact the big artists, DM his friends, DM his family.
I've done that too.
I've done it. That's why I got a lot of connection and was able to hang out with Chief Keef and this whole gang
Yeah.
in LA for 3
Yes.
months straight.
So when you guys do that and you reach out to like friends and you reach out to family, are you reaching out in a way of like, hey, I'm trying to get in contact of, you know, the main person? Or you're doing a way like, hey, I'm trying to build like a connection with you, and then like you kind of finesse your way into that connection?
I was finessing. I was like, yo guys, I'm from Germany. So the thing is, I basically said it first line so they can see it like without opening on Instagram, they can see I'm from Germany. That's something different because Germany is like really like plus for me. I turned a negative thing into a positive thing.
Right.
So I said I'm from Germany. Like, oh what? From Germany? Going to the phone, then they can see, oh yeah, I'm a producer. Yo, I'm trying to reach out to you. I'm gonna give you beats. Yada yada.
Okay.
And some of them responded actually. And I'm working with a couple of them. But then like these guys, like good friends from Chief Keef, they respond like, yo, you want to fly out to us? Like,
Right.
yeah, duh. I'm like, okay, hop on the plane, and then I had no idea that he was actually hanging out with Chief Keef on this day.
Right.
And then I rented they get an Airbnb for 3 months straight, and I was able to hang out with them, network, and make some music. But the music industry is kind of fucked up.
Right.
Yeah,
Especially like the trap
messy.
people, like this whole industry is fucked up. So I said, fuck it, no, I'm out.
So messy.
So honestly, now like I think about that, you're saying the first line of the DM and stuff. I feel like you could just start the DM with like how can I send you $10,000 and then like space, put what you actually want to say. Everybody will open it. Everybody will open it. Yeah, the most famous person in the world, Donald Trump, opened it.
That's funny.
That's crazy, dude. That's actually really crazy. We're all talking about DMs and shit like that. I'm like, wait, I really met every single one of you. You guys hear from DMs. That's fucking.
DM'd you.
Yeah.
DM'd you.
Yeah.
Have I DM'd you? Probably.
No, because when I knew your DMs were automated, I'm like, we've talked before.
Yeah.
Wait, was that an automated?
It was a quick reply.
Like, geez.
And you manually do it all yourself. You don't like have somebody inside your Instagram?
I have someone doing it on JerseyChamps, but not
Okay.
my personal. I don't trust anyone on my personal.
I feel that.
Man, that's so powerful, bro.
It's so powerful.
So powerful, bro. This shit is crazy.
So I'm curious because I know I always have fucking issues. Obviously, I always figure out how to like overcome them. So when I have issues, I don't even trip no more. But what's like, one of your like, sweet ass stories, like a fucking something crazy that fucking happened in your business, where you're like, fuck, this is it, this is over, but like you figured it out. Like it's something crazy.
Man, probably just.
Or not even just business, just life, bro. It's like something that's fucked you up mentally or financially or something, and how you bounce back. Because this is something I think that can help a lot of people.
I think the lowest of low for me, maybe similar for you, when I got into a car accident. The funny thing with this car accident actually, because I had a Dodge Charger, but like the base model, 2006. You know, did what I could with it, modifications, whatever. Anyway, I was actually back when I was in Michigan. I was selling the car the next day, right? So my insurance expired, everything, nothing on the car, and then I wrecked it the day before I sold the car. And I was relying on that money for everything.
Right.
So when I wrecked it, I had no car. You know, the insurance was done. I didn't get anything back for it. Just done. You know, freaking, I was living off basically driving my girlfriend's car. And the funniest thing was, this was around the time when I dropped out. This is actually around the time when I dropped out.
Right.
I had no car. I was using my girl's car in class. I'm like, dude, this isn't it. I gotta hustle. That's what happened actually. I was like, I gotta go right now. Yeah. You know, so it was my low. And actually at that point, I might have $1,000, man. I probably had like $57 in my bank account. You know, freaking overdraft fees coming in. You know what I'm saying?
Getting those emails.
Yeah, getting those emails. You know, I'm in bed.
8 o'clock in the morning, they came in. 8:30 every morning, they came in. Boom, Bank of America. Notice your account has been overdraft. I'm putting my phone down right here. Hopefully my girl doesn't see it.
$35 fee.
Yeah, $35 overdraft fee. Fuck, you know how many times I gotta call the bank to see if I can get this removed again.
Right.
You know, damn, that was the worst of the worst. So that was for me the worst, man. So I hustled.
Yeah.
I hustled from there. From there, man. Offer up, you know, Craigslist, you know, just hustle, you know, furniture to buying iPhones, flipping them, games, flipping them, freaking going to garage sales, any garage sale I can find. If you got something free, flipping it, man. So that first $1,000 is the hardest. Coming from nothing.
It's hard.
Even the first day is the hardest.
Yeah, the first, you know. But once you get there and you make
once
that.
Once you get the ball rolling, it's on.
Once you get the ball rolling,
right.
it's no turning back.
Yo, I like your lock screen.
You like that?
Oh, yeah. You have your goals set on your lock screen?
On a lock screen.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Is it what?
His goals are on his
lock screen. My goals on lock screen. So, you know, I gotta make, you know, at least $330K each month. Other than that, I'm sick. if I don't touch that, I'm sick.
How'd you come up with that number?
330K. You know, just a little bit over 10K a day. How'd I come up with it? I don't know.
It sounds cool.
It always changed. Before, I remember looking at it, it was at least 10,000. At least 10,000. At least 20,000 a day. Now, you know, that's changed, man.
It's
crazy, and it's weird. The Wilma goes down here, and I think, like, we kind of met, and, like, it's on my phone. So when I'm talking about, it's weird how these little connections and these little things start to come together. And God is powerful. Goal setting is powerful. When you put it in front of you and believe it, it just, things move mountains. Yeah. I don't know what it is.
I'm a big believer in manifesting your thoughts into reality as well.
it happens.
You know what's crazy, bro?
just
I remember when I
happens.
started making like $7 grand a month. I'm like, fucking balling, bro. I'm killing it. I'm gonna go buy me some Gucci shoes.
For real.
I'm gonna go cut a new bag. I'm gonna go buy some bottles of club. And then like, and then my biggest day ever was almost $500,000, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's my dad's income in a day.
Right.
You know?
Crazy, man.
Over Black Friday, doing over $250,000, bro. That's like a doctor's income in a weekend.
Yeah.
You know, like,
It's nuts.
Crazy,
It's
dude.
Yeah, my low is pretty low. I don't know if you guys are gonna top it, but basically when I was dealing with anxiety in college and stuff, I was prescribed Xanax. So I was taking that every day for a month or two. And then once I ran out, I had really bad withdrawal. So I was at home one day and like I had a seizure in my house.
Oh,
My friend was leaving because we just chilled. We just smoked actually. We smoked weed, so I was really high. And then I collapsed down my front steps as he's like leaving. And I'm like, dude, call an ambulance right now, I'm gonna die. And like, I just started having a seizure. I was a few minutes away from death. So I actually gave up weed and alcohol completely since that day. I'm like 2 years clean now.
Damn.
But prior to that, I was drinking and smoking every day. So it was a huge life change for me, but I realized that moment, like I could have died. Like it could have been over right there. So I don't take anything for granted now. And yeah, I just grind.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's so crazy.
I don't want to pop bottles on Sunday no more.
It's crazy.
Oh, it's crazy.
man.
You said that.
What? Woo! Trying to get a little more heated up.
I know.
Hey,
Because
but seeing where you're at now, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it's always like that. You gotta hit a really.
You gotta hit
Really,
rock
really
bottom.
bad
down
point.
rock bottom.
Bring out
Rock
the highest
bottom.
highs for sure.
And it's crazy you say that because I was at the top of my game, bro. Like everything was popping. I was moving real sloppy. I had finally like left a really bad domestic violence situation, and I woke up. I thought I was bloated, and all my friends thought I was bloated. And I went to the doctor, and I was 18 weeks pregnant. I was 5.5 months pregnant. I woke up with a belly.
Jeez.
And I found out at 9 a.m.
Wait, did you
and
say you're pregnant?
I found out April I was pregnant. I was 5 months pregnant.
Oh, wow.
The day I found out.
Oh shit.
So they
That's
were like,
nice.
they gave me a gender, but even my doctor thought I was only 2 to 3 weeks, but something didn't feel right because I woke up with a belly like over 24 hours. Like I was flat, and then the next day was, so I was like, okay. So my doctor's like 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm like, something don't feel right. So I actually got an ultrasound. They confirmed me 18 weeks. It was a boy. He didn't have a heartbeat. I had found out an hour before I was pregnant. I've never been pregnant, never been scared, never no plan B. They're telling me and I haven't had a chance to call the guy, my family. I went to that shit by myself. So I'm walking out of there like, do I tell people about a dead baby? Like, who do you talk to about this? And they're like, okay, well, April 23rd, you're gonna pass him naturally. And I'm like, no, like I gotta go live. I got shit to do, and I'm not about to admit that I was pregnant. So I didn't know that when you have a dead baby that it's actually like medically you need to get him out. I didn't know that, so I thought like literally they were gonna try to make me wait till the 23rd. And I found out Friday the 13th, April 13th. It was like, so I got online with my best friend and was like, how to get baby out, how to find. I took a fake ID. I drove 2 hours to Kissimmee because unfortunately everybody in Orlando knows who I am because of my ads. So I drove 2.5 hours away to go to Planned Parenthood. I got there at 6 in the morning and I hit a table at 10 a.m. I kept telling them like, yo, like something don't feel right, like I'm dying. And she's like, that's normal, that's normal. What had actually been happening was the tools that they used to open you up, my body had consumed them. They went forward with the procedure and tried to remove my dead child with 1 centimeter. If you guys don't know anything about childbirth, a child has to come out at 10 centimeters. They pulled him out on 1.
What?
And so they ripped me completely. And all the tools that they use, 16 sutures and 5 dilator sticks, are now inside my uterus and my body is beginning to expand. I didn't call anybody because they told me I'd be home by 12 noon. So they actually sedated me 3 times. I kept waking up on the table like, what's up? And she's like, oh, just relax. Like we have to wait a little bit longer. And I'm like, okay. Second time I wake up, just wait a little bit. Like we're gonna call a second doctor. They actually called a second doctor. At this point, I'm starting to figure out something's wrong. So I'm texting my best friend from the waiting room like, yo, like you good? And he's like, they bought me pizza. And I'm like, they bought you pizza? He was like, yeah, they told me to just sit here. And I was like, do not call my dad, bro. Like we have to keep this on the DL. Like I'm not calling anybody. He's like, okay. And I'm like, but if this happens, we're gonna call. Because at the bottom of the paper before you get there,
there's a little box that says chance of death 0.1. And for some reason this day stuck out to me, that little box, because we all sign waivers, like, whatever. Well, the third time of my sedation, I went into shock. I began to bleed out on the table. And it was even more creepy because when they first started, there was a woman who asked, do you want to play music? And I was like, sure, play whatever you want. But the third time, something just clicked and I was like, wait, can you play a song? And she was like, yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen Shrek, but that Hallelujah song played as I bled out on the table. And I had a fake ID, so they thought I was just some random girl. And obviously, I've been sedated 3 times. I'm starting to talk. Like, I'm starting to be like, look, like, I make bread and my family's gonna sue you. Like, you need to give me a phone. Because they kept saying I couldn't get a phone. And told me that they had to rush me to the ER for a blood transfusion and emergency surgery because I'm running out of blood. And I'm like, I'm not paying to die. I need to go home because my parents don't know I'm here, so we're not going to the hospital. She's like, honey, you will die. And at this point, they've got 2 IVs in me and oxygen. And I was like, well, bring my friend back here. Bring my friend back here. Now, granted, I did not notice that if I had when I sat up, that everything was going to rip. I sat up and my friend came around the corner and there was blood everywhere and I blacked out, woke up in the ER. I actually got an emergency C-section on that Monday and I can no longer actually give birth naturally.
Holy crap.
And then I got home and like, you know, like we're entrepreneurs, we're like independent, like I've never been down. I had to live in my dad's house for like 5 days. I got really, really antsy because I went to Target with my sister and somebody saw me and was like, oh my God, are you pregnant? And that just killed me. So I actually went to the passport agency, bought a same-day passport and jumped on a one-way flight to Dominican Republic by myself in Uber. And I didn't tell my family. Because at that point I had to call my dad, like, think about it, like I'm about to die and I'm having to be like, hey Dad, are you sitting down? Like, I'll never forget that. He's like, yeah, what do you need? And I'm like, I'm 2 hours away and I'm being rushed for surgery because I lost too much blood. I'm gonna drop a pin, click. And that was it. I literally had an emergency C-section. I was in the hospital for 10 days, spent 5 days at my dad's house and then spent 10 days in the Dominican Republic to let my body go back to normal because I didn't want to go public with it. Because at this point, I still haven't called the guy because hey, we're having a baby. Just kidding, he's dead. Like, I was dealing with a 29-year-old with no kids. That's gonna hurt. So I literally came back and like was actually doing really good, like hitting the ball, not anything, like was good. It wasn't until somebody on my Facebook Live zoomed in, pulled my ultrasound, and it went viral. So I had to admit that I got pregnant. I had to tell the guy that was involved with me, who I didn't feel comfortable talking to because think about it, it's a traumatic experience. And then I built actually a Shopify store around the whole thing called Just Kidding Kids because it was like, I'm pregnant, just kidding. And the merchant got shut down. So then you're thinking 8 weeks out, I'm still kind of like good. I get to post-op where they're sitting me down and telling me you can't get pregnant for 2 years. If you do get pregnant, you will die. You cannot give birth naturally. Like this long list of things that I can no longer do. And I'm stuck on iron pills for the next 3 months because I still don't have enough blood. So it's like you get smacked with merchant and then postpartum depression, which is so crazy because I sat on live like a badass, like depression is real, you guys just need to work through it, and like it smacked me, like put me on my ass for like 3 months. For sure. And no matter what I tried to do, tried to get up, tried to work out, like I pretty much stayed in my bed for like 18 days straight. Like I did absolutely nothing. Like literally like would see sales come in, not ship anything. So it was like chargebacks and I'm just like, well, we got money in the bank, so we're good. Like, whatever. To finally like getting back into the routine of like being normal and being around really, really positive people. Like even this, like coming outside of my house consistently, getting back to like a normal life. Finally, now in December, it'll be a year in April, now in December feeling like, okay, our head's screwed back on straight.
That's fucking
But
insane.
it woke me.
Crazy story.
It woke me up. Like when I say it really like smacked me, like literally, like I feel you on that. Like when you really, I didn't know that it was that. I didn't know, like you guys have seen Willy Wonka and the Charlie Factory with Violet where her stomach got bigger. I didn't know that I was expanding, and nobody sat me down to tell me that at any moment my uterus could have ruptured. So I'm sitting here with 10 people in the hospital. I'm like, why are you guys here? Go home. Go home. And everyone's like on edge because I could go into septic shock or my uterus could just rip and that would be it.
It's crazy.
crazy.
Man, all you guys' stories sound like the shit out of a fucking movie. Like some crazy shit, and now they all like just bossing up. Like I'm sitting here like, fuck.
I still cleared $500,000. Like I still cleared it. Now think about my 2019, like being positive, and like I did it all on no antidepressants because I was really, the problem is like when you get into that stuff and you try to see a doctor to help you, they want to slap you on meds. So I was really, really adamant about not getting on meds and like finding something. Like I was stacking cookies in jars, like anything to just like just do something instead of being in my bed. To now, like, okay, December's been really, really consistent, really, really profitable to the point where I'm like, okay, my money's getting released in February. We're good. You see a doctor, and I got $7 million in malpractice coming. So, I mean, I gotta take it for what it is, the positive, because I can't look back.
Right.
Couple Bugatti real quick.
Oh, what you mean? You gonna see an ad? How I made $7 million from ads? You about to? Hey guys.
It's gonna be this podcast story. I'll edit it out. That's fucking insane.
Damn.
I know. Everyone always is like, this is sad. And I'm like, try to be positive about it. Because I shouldn't be. They told me the only other person they've ever seen that happen to is dead. They told me they don't even know how I pulled through. Because that's another thing I got in trouble for. So when I got to the hospital, I thought blood transfusion blood was dirty blood. So I was like, no, I'll just die. And my dad made me sign that paperwork real quick. But I don't know. I didn't know where blood transfusion blood came from. I was like, why can't you get my dad's blood and give it to me? And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, you gotta have a sense of humor in that stuff, man. Like, I tried to, like, because nobody was, and that's another thing, as I didn't know what was going on. I actually didn't find out until 8 weeks at post-op where they sat me down and told me how serious it was.
And you're so young too, right?
I mean, I just turned 24.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So.
Musko sitting here like, I don't know if I should do the
Sorry.
shit story.
I should have went last. I'm so sorry.
Well, we're getting like, we started off,
I'm sorry.
we started off the conversation like, what, sell your lows.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff, like, yo, we wreck cars. We're like, yo, we wreck cars. They're like, yo, we almost died.
It turned up for real.
Hey, but I think we gotta wrap it up soon because we're about 30 minutes over our time that we're allowed to be here.
Oh, wow. She says 5:30.
No, 6:30.
She said 5:30 to me in the morning.
She got the typo. Yeah, I mean, anything. So, I mean, anybody? Let's leave this on a positive note. I mean, they are positive stories because we all see the outcome of where we all got.
Right.
But let's leave everybody with something that's listening right now. Everybody just leave them with something positive real quick.
Okay. I was going through a depression as well, but now I can see how blessed I am.
Oh my God, it's horrible.
Nah, it's not done in a negative way, but I mean, we all go through some bad things. We all go through,
right?
Yeah. But it depends on how you see it,
right?
It really depends on how you see it. But I mean, we cry. I don't know, like going through like we want to die, suicidal thoughts about it. But it's actually not that hard because we gotta figure it out eventually, right?
Yeah,
she did. He did. I did it.
Right. Well, think about it this way. Each of us had lows. But before our lows, we had ups, right?
Right.
There's some people who don't ever have ups, yo. People in foreign countries, people who get kidnapped and do human trafficking, sex slaves. Kids who are literally malnourished and their bodies are shaped crazy because their body they're eating their own inside. Like there's some people who never have ups. So the fact that we can even have a down to bounce back up, we're up like right here,
slingshot.
and boom. And some people are just already starting way down here.
Right.
So even though all this shit sucks. Some people that are listening right now probably got way worse stories. That's the crazy thing. Mm-hmm. But it don't really matter what our stories are. My dad told me one time, he's like, look, life is like a 100-meter race, right? It's a 100-meter race. He's like, everybody's, can get to the end. He's like, most people are gonna start right at where the start is. He's like, some people are gonna have to start behind the starting line, 10 feet back, 100 feet back. And some people are just gonna get a little bit of a head start. They're born with a golden spoon. They have a little bit more money. They have, they're a bit more blessed. Some people start 10 meters earlier, but that doesn't matter. That the person that's 10 meters back can't beat the person who started at the starting line or the person who started 10 meters ahead. Right. Because if this person back here trains harder, puts in more work, takes more opportunity, puts in more hours, and busts their ass, they can still pass that person. Usain, if I start 30 meters up and Usain Bolt start 20 meters back, he's still probably gonna smoke me. You know what I mean? But that's because he put in more work. So at the end of the day, stories don't really matter. They're inspiring, But the end goal has nothing to do with it, you know? It has to do with how much it fires you up inside to make that shit happen.
That's real because like it's so crazy. For the first part of the year, I was like obsessed with getting pregnant, like actively obsessed. Even though I could die, I was like actively obsessed to the point where like now I'm like, it'll happen when it's ready to happen, even though it's gonna be in like 2 years. But
right. What do you guys got?
You will always get what you deserve.
Yeah,
If
obviously
you deserve
work
$1 million,
hard.
you will get $1 million.
Facts.
Yeah, work hard. Just don't work too hard where it's affecting your mental health, like what happened with me. I was working 18-hour days and it was just way too much on my body. So you gotta just chill, have fun, go out, chill with the boys, the girls.
One time for the boys, eh?
Yeah,
Time for the boy.
yeah. Being an entrepreneur, honestly, it's lonely at times though. So you just gotta fight through it. It's a mental battle, and just use your friends and family to help you through it.
Yeah, man, this world is there's no man in the island, what they say. Like, it's so crazy when, you know, you bring people together and you get past those shallow conversations that you have 99% of the day. And you really see like what goes on in people's life. Like, everyone goes through struggles. Everyone, the human experience is so complicated and so crazy for all of us. It's just like, damn, man, this is no joke. You know, just like, it's crazy, man. I don't know. I just love life. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Crazy.
There's good days and there's bad days. I learned that.
We'll talk about the mental game. We've been talking a lot about money. Mental fortitude is the prize.
Yeah.
Peace of mind is the prize. Money, it allows you to get that because money can provide comfort, but you can have money and be depressed. And if you're in that position, it may even be worse not having money and be depressed because now you got the thing that you thought was gonna
solve the issue,
and now your issue is not solved. And that can put salt on a wound, and that shit can hurt too. And I've seen it multiple times. Every single day I see it more and more. So
yeah, I had a point in like 4 or 5 months ago, and I was like, yo, I got everything I want. And there's other stuff I want to get, but I'm like, I don't really see it making me feel some sort of way.
Right.
Like,
more ice isn't gonna make you.
Yeah, you know, another car, a faster car. You know, it's like a bigger house. It's like it's cool. I want to do it.
Right, you'll do it, but
yeah,
you know that those things aren't going to make you happy.
Right. I'm an energy type of person. Like this shit gets me fired up. Good energy, good people. Like that's what I like. You know, helping people, inspiring people, traveling, experiences. That's like that's my kick. That's my fulfillment. And but what I think is the craziest thing, dude, listening to your guys' stories, knowing my story, knowing everybody that's watching this right now, is the fact that 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 6 months, an entire year, 5 years, doesn't really matter. Everything can be so much more different than it is today. Yeah. You can be an entirely different person, entirely different lifestyle, entirely different group of friends, entirely different group of business partners. Like everything can be different. Like 3.5 years ago, I'm literally sitting, in my junior 11th grade class, like never ever drunk alcohol, never partied, never hung out with people, never did anything, bro. I was just like normal kid. And now 3 years later, I'm like fucking going everywhere, traveling, speaking in front of, thousands plus people, inspiring people. I get a couple hundred DMs a day, people positively affected their lives. Some of the speakers we had that came out to Ecom convention, dude, I found out about making money online just because I found your page and now I'm fucking a millionaire. And I'm like, what the fuck? Bro, what the fuck? I barely getting my driver's license. I had to fucking drive with my freaking parent in the seat a couple years ago, bro. You know what I mean? So wherever you're at right now, anybody, dude, everything can be so much different. It's crazy because it all starts with literally one decision. And people who are watching this live right now, they made a decision today. Will they run with it? Who knows? But the people who are watching this podcast today, will they make that decision? Who knows? But I know each and every one of us fucking made it. Where it sent us, it's crazy.
Funny thing is, the smallest steps of action have actually the biggest impact.
Yeah.
It only takes 21 days to make a habit.
Yeah. All right, 60 days.
That's 21.
Okay.
21.
Let's work.
21.
But so I'm reading the comments right now. People are saying this shit's dope. This is deep. Hell yeah. Thank you everyone. We don't really get to hear this side of being an entrepreneur. Someone said you're up to something with this type of podcast. Fire interview. I love watching interviews like this. So genuine, authentic. I think the people love it. Hopefully the people who are actually hearing this on the podcast and YouTube version love it too. I think we're gonna wrap it up. What we'll do is, well, one, if you're watching this right now, I want you guys to comment below what resonated with you the most. You know, what resonated with you the most? What did you like? You know, what made you feel some sort of type of way? And then if each of you guys can tell everybody that's watching this where they can find you and where they can connect with you.
Who's starting? Go on.
Somebody start.
Sorry.
Ladies first.
You can find me on Facebook, Wealthy College Kid, or on Instagram, I am Wealthy College Kid, or just Google Wealthy College Kid, and I come right up.
Okay, you can find me only on Instagram. It's at Musko Wolf, MUSKO Wolf.
And then you guys know where you can find me, hopefully.
Instagram, Sean Mike Kelly. Facebook, Sean Kelly. And starting to do some YouTube videos, Sean Kelly. So yeah.
Sweet. Find me on Instagram, JeffSoFresh.
JeffSoFresh. Yeah, no doubt. So with that said, guys, I hope you guys got a lot of value. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I got a lot of value, and I learned fucking a lot about you guys. Yeah, so that's dope. That's dope. I appreciate it. That said, love you guys. Stay lit.